My first guitar was finished in June of 1970. I played it, I thought it sounded good, but I needed feedback, and one of my very good friends, who was a good guitar player and a musician, immediately asked me to make one for him. It's taken me a long time to be completely comfortable with the notion that I make really nice acoustic guitars. When talking about what makes a guitar sound good, the simple answer is everything. The issue that we're constantly dealing with guitar tops specifically, is that they are being subjected to 175, 200 pounds of pressure 24/7 from the strings being on them. And left to its own device, this piece of wood, which is about 110 thousandths of an inch thick, would blow up very soon. So what we have to do is apply braces inside. This is called an X-brace. It's actually two pieces of wood that are notched and glued together. Hide glue is essentially gelatin. It is the oldest form of glue that we know of. There is at least some reason to think that hide glue makes guitars that sound better. The point of heating up the wood is so that the glue will not get cold. The size, the placement, the design of the braces to the top has more to do with the sound of the guitar than anything else, just flat out. And so the process of carving braces makes or breaks a guitar. For me, what I'm doing is partly the woodworking thing. It's partly that I love guitars. I think that they are artful, they are beautiful, they are fun to hold. I love the sound of them. But there's another part of it, and this may sound a little grandiose, but I really believe that music is important in this world. I'm not a musician, but I can contribute by making guitars for other people to make music.
I came to Minnesota around 1973, lived on the West Bank, which was a great music scene with all these great musicians I admired, like Dave Ray and John Kerner, Leo Kottke, and of course there was Charlie's Guitar Shop. And I would like to go in and play the guitars, and I knew a lot of musicians that liked to play his guitars. I play a genre of music they call fingerstyle guitar, and it's got a little bit of classical music, a little bit of jazz, a little bit of world music, American roots music, and it's a kind of a style where you're playing the melody, the rhythm, the bass, everything all at once. It's kind of like juggling.
Tim was, when I first heard him, as good a guitar player as I knew in the Twin Cities. He's done nothing but get better and better.
What I'm doing in my music is trying to find a place on the guitar that it's very expressive, and the quality I really like to bring out is the quality of like an orchestra on the guitar. It's a very delicate quality But my specialty is a kind of a naked sound. I don't have a lot of effects. I'm just playing with just the acoustic instrument. I mean, every different guitar's got a personality, and the kind of vocabulary you'll play on it will spring from that kind of personality on the guitar. Now, the great thing about this guitar is it plays very, very well everywhere. And I have a kind of a style where I go all over the neck. So that's one thing about this guitar that works really great for me.
The guitars that I choose to make are ones that follow the tone that's in my head. I like guitars that tend to be very clean, not muddy, crisp, have a lot of projection, power, dynamic range. That's what I like to hear. Of all the things that people ask me about building guitars, how do you bend the wood is the most common. This is Indian rosewood. I soaked it in a tray of water for a couple hours. I'm going to be clamping it to this form here, which is heated. It is currently about 400 or 500 degrees. The water and the heat are what make the bending work. The hard part is the starting and getting everything lined up, and then the actual bending around the jig is pretty straightforward and pretty easy. Done. There are people in this world who buy expensive guitars and hang them on the wall and look at them. And to me, that's not just the glass is half empty as opposed to half full, it's the glass is empty. They're supposed to make music. So I love the look of them, I love the feel of them, but if the other part of it, the making music, is not there, then somehow that guitar is being cheated. This particular piece, the bending went very well. The curves are smooth with no kinks or anything like that. A very large part of the enjoyment of what I'm doing is with any guitar of any model, whether I'm making it for an individual or just on spec for hanging on the wall, is at some point I string it up for the first time and I get to hear it and I enjoy that. And they're all different, maybe not radically different, but they're all different, and it gives me pleasure to hear that. When Tim is playing, my response to it is partly, oh my God, he's playing my guitar. How cool is that? But an awful lot of my guitars are in the hands of people who just play them and enjoy them. To date, I have made 602 guitars, and seeing somebody come in and pick up their new guitar and play it, and there's a light in their eyes, is very gratifying. I never was able to get quite that sort of feedback when I was being a lawyer.
Minnesota Original is made possible by the State Arts and Cultural Heritage Fund and the citizens of Minnesota.